In this video, we'll be taking a look at 4 WNBA games happening on August 30th, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 8 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 4 WNBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Minnesota Lynx versus Connecticut Sun. The Minnesota Lynx are set to face the Connecticut Sun in a non-conference WNBA matchup on Saturday evening at Mohegan Sun Arena. Both teams head into this contest having won 2 of their last 3 games, building some positive momentum. This marks the 3rd and final meeting between them this season, with the Lynx aiming for a clean sweep after victories of 76-70 on May 23rd and 102-63 on June 29th. The Lynx recently fell to the Storm but bounced back with a win over the Fever, and they'll take on the Wings next. Minnesota has secured victories in 8 of its last 11 outings. The Lynx are averaging 86.5 points on 47.1% shooting while allowing 77 points on 42.5% shooting. They're connecting on 37.4% from three-point range and 76.7% from the free throw line, while holding opponents to 33.7% from deep and grabbing 34.2 rebounds per game. The Sun earned a victory over the Wings before dropping one to the Liberty, with the Dream up next. Connecticut has won 5 of its last 7 games. The Sun are putting up 76.5 points on 41.4% shooting while surrendering 85.5 points on 46.4% shooting. They're hitting 30.8% from beyond the arc and 79.8% from the line, allowing 34.3% from deep and securing 31.5 rebounds per game. The Lynx will be motivated after their uneven performance against the Storm, and they're capable of pulling away decisively here. That said, this spread feels generous for a Sun squad that's been playing the spoiler effectively, with wins in 5 of their last 7. Connecticut has covered in 8 of its last 9 games and boasts an 8-3 against the spread record in its past 11 as a double-digit underdog. As our first pick for this matchup, the Connecticut Sun to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Minnesota leads the league in scoring, field goal percentage, and three-point shooting. The over has hit in each of the Lynx's last 3 games. In the team's 4 most recent head-to-heads, the over has cashed 4 times, including their June 29th clash where they combined for 165 points to exceed the 155-point line. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Mystics versus Golden State Valkyries. The Washington Mystics and Golden State Valkyries square off Saturday in WNBA action at Chase Center. Both squads enter this matchup having won 2 of their last 3 games, showing signs of form as the season winds down. This is the 4th meeting between them this year, with the Valkyries holding a 3-0 edge after victories of 76-74 on May 21st, 68-67 on July 31st, and another earlier in the season, outscoring the Mystics by an average of just 3 points per game. The Mystics recently fell to the Storm and Liberty, with the Sparks up next. Washington has dropped 13 of its last 18 contests. The Mystics are averaging 79 points on 44.4% shooting while allowing 81 points on 44.3% shooting. They're hitting 33.3% from 3 and 75.9% from the line, conceding 32.6% from deep and grabbing 34.1 rebounds per game. The Valkyries dropped 1 to the Mercury but beat the Wings, with the Fever on deck. Golden State has lost 3 of its last 4 but has won 5 of its last 8 overall. The Valkyries are putting up 78 points on 40.5% shooting while holding opponents to 78 points on 40.9% shooting. They're connecting on 32.6% from beyond the arc and 81.6% from the line, allowing 32.3% from deep and securing 35.3 rebounds per game. This matchup carries playoff implications for both teams with fewer than 7 games remaining. The Mystics sit at 16-23, 4 games out of a postseason berth and have struggled at the wrong time, losing 10 of their last 13. They're severely out of sync, while Golden State has played better, winning 5 of its last 8. The Valkyries hold the number 8 seed and aim to protect it on their home floor, where they're 10-7 straight up with the league's best home crowd, averaging over 18,000 fans per game. Golden State's offensive stats aren't flashy, but they boast one of the league's top defenses, ranking 3rd in points allowed at 77.6 per game. These teams have met 3 times in the Valkyries' inaugural season, with Golden State going 3-0 straight up and against the spread, outscoring Washington by an average of 3 points per game. It's tough to lay points with the Valkyries amid their injury concerns, but they're at home and have the league's best home atmosphere. The Mystics seem disengaged, having lost 13 of their last 18, and are now 6-13 on the road. The Valkyries are 3-0 straight up and against the spread versus the Mystics this season, and are battling for that final playoff spot. These are must-win opportunities. Their defense will pave the way to another victory, as they're 7-3 against the spread as favorites this year and 11-5-1 against the spread at home. Washington is just 9-10 against the spread away from home, and the Mystics are spiraling. As our first pick for this matchup, the Golden State Valkyries to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Pace control is a hallmark of Golden State's game. Their defense ranks 3rd in the league, and while their offense sits 11th in scoring, Washington has the 4th worst scoring attack. The Valkyries are the slowest-paced team in the WNBA, and paired with their stout defense, this setup screams low scoring. Washington ranks 9th in pace, further tilting toward the under. The under is also 12-5 in Golden State's home games. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Sky versus Seattle Storm. The Chicago Sky head to Climate Pledge Arena on Saturday night for a non-conference clash with the Seattle Storm. Both teams are coming off mixed results, each winning 2 of their last 3 games, which adds some intrigue to this matchup. This is their second meeting of the season, following Seattle's 94-88 victory over Chicago on August 19th. The Sky recently lost to the Storm and Liberty, with the Sparks up next. Chicago has dropped 13 of its last 18 games. The Sky are averaging 76 points on 42.2% shooting while allowing 86 points on 45.8% shooting. They're hitting 33.3% from 3 and 76.2% from the line, conceding 37.1% from deep and grabbing 36 rebounds per game. The Storm fell to the Mercury but beat the Wings, with the Fever on deck. Seattle has lost 3 of its last 4 but has won 5 of its last 8 overall. The Storm are putting up 82.5 points on 45.3% shooting while holding opponents to 80 points on 44.1% shooting. They're connecting on 34.2% from beyond the arc and 76.7% from the line, allowing 33.7% from deep and securing 31.2 rebounds per game. This is a crucial spot for both teams aiming for the playoffs with fewer than 7 games left. The Sky sit at 9-29, mired in a tough stretch with losses in 13 of their last 18, and they're just 4-14 on the road. Meanwhile, the Storm are 21-19 and clinging to a playoff position, though they're only 8-10 at home. Seattle's offense isn't dominant, but they rank among the league's best defensively, allowing 80 points per game. These teams have split their season series 1-1 so far, with games decided by an average of just 6 points. It's tough to back the Storm as heavy favorites given their inconsistency and a potential letdown after their win over the Lynx, where tensions ran high. The Sky have been dreadful overall, but have covered 4 straight as double-digit underdogs, including an outright upset over the Liberty. Seattle is 2-10 against the spread in its last 12 as a double-digit favorite. The Storm are fighting to hold their spot, but these are the types of games where underdogs can hang around. Chicago is 4-6 against the spread in its last 10, while Seattle is 6-3-1 against the spread in its last 10, but the Sky's perimeter struggles could keep this closer than expected. Washington is spiraling, but wait, no, this is Chicago versus Seattle. The defense will help Seattle pull through, but Chicago covers as they're 9-10 against the spread on the road and have shown grit in big spreads. As our first pick for this matchup, the Chicago Sky to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. These defenses have been vulnerable from deep over the past 10 games, with Chicago allowing 37.1% from 3 and Seattle conceding 39%. All season, both struggle to contain fast breaks, as the Sky rank last with 13.6 fast break points allowed per game and the Storm sit 11th at 11.2. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Liberty versus Phoenix Mercury. The New York Liberty face the Phoenix Mercury in a Western Conference showdown at Footprint Center on Saturday, August 30, 2025. Both Sabrina Ionescu and Jonquel Jones were active in New York's recent game against Connecticut on August 26th. But Ionescu continues to manage a toe injury that has limited her mobility. Expect both to play given the high stakes, though Ionescu's status remains day-to-day with what sources describe as a mild ankle sprain as of August 24th. The Liberty have been plagued by injuries all season, leading to inconsistency and rebounding woes, leaving them in 5th place. New York ranks 2nd in the WNBA Basketball Power Index at 4.9, but they've struggled on the road and are just 3-12-1 against the spread in their last 16 games overall. The Mercury have been one of the season's biggest surprises, excelling in ball security, offensive execution, and defense, ranking 7th in BPY at 0.1. Phoenix averages 83 points on 43.3% shooting while allowing 80 points on 43.0% defense, and they've covered in 7 of their last 11 games, including 4-2 against the spread against the Liberty. The home team has won 7 of the last 10 meetings between these squads, and Phoenix is 4-2 against the spread in its last 6 against New York. The Mercury are heating up at the right time and view this as a statement game, especially with a strong home record. Given New York's road struggles and injury concerns, back Phoenix to pull away. As our first pick for this matchup, the Phoenix Mercury to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams are stout against the 3, but they rely heavily on perimeter shooting, which could lead to variance. New York plays at the 3rd fastest pace in the league, with Phoenix right behind at 4th, setting up potential for transition scoring. Each of their 3 previous encounters this season exceeded 164 total points, including 89-76 and 89-81. New York's defense has been inconsistent, allowing 81 points per game, while Phoenix pushes the tempo at home. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.